Hey, everybody, go into this project for Unit 2 in a little bit more detail. So remember, our purpose for this unit is to learn how to find sources, cite sources, use sources in our writing, and we're going to do that by way of coming familiar with some of the professional organizations that are in your field of study. So, of course, there's lots of practice work throughout the unit that's going to get you to this final end product. So you're going to do a discussion where you find some professional organizations in your field of study. You're going to do some practice work where you are finding your sources, collecting information about your sources, putting together an annotated bibliography, annotating your sources. You're going to be doing all this work throughout the unit, but I just kind of want to go over what the finished end product should look like. So what you'll turn in is a blog post in the D2L blogs where you have links to your 3 sources. Remember, 2 of those sources should be for a professional audience, and 1 of those sources should be for a more general audience. So there's links here, and when you click on these links, what you'll see is the annotations in Hypothesis showing how the student annotated that source with questions like, why is this an academic source? Why is this, who is this person who wrote this, and why are they trustworthy or credible? And questions like that. So the first component of this is sources, and then annotating those sources, thinking about those questions. Why is it credible? Who wrote it? Why they have some kind of authority on this topic? What are some of the types of evidence that they use? What are some of the, who's the publisher? What do you know about them, and what can you learn about them? I'm not going to go through every single one of those things that you should look at and think about as you're annotating because it's in the module, but those are the things that you are annotating generally, is questions like that. And the way it works is once you click on that link and open up Hypothesis, you as the student are using Hypothesis to create those annotations, and then the audience, when they click on the link, they can see those annotations. So you can see this student here having done that in each one of those 3 sources when you open up Hypothesis. Now, the thing about Hypothesis is that you can annotate anything that's got a URL. So if some of your sources are a PDF, then you might want to try uploading your PDF to your Cloud Drive folder, your OneDrive folder, and that way you can kind of plug that URL into Hypothesis to annotate that. I'll post some instructions in the news announcements about how specifically to do that, but remember, anything that has a URL on the web can be annotated using Hypothesis. If you've got some kind of special case where you're not able to annotate these using Hypothesis, then reach out to me and we can kind of find a workaround about that. So that's part 1, your 3 articles annotated in Hypothesis, and then part 2 is your screencast recordings. So there's going to be 2 of them. So we've got one here that's about the professional organization that this student chose to give an overview of, and then we've got one about the publication that this student chose to give an overview of. And as you can see, each one is a little under 2 minutes, which is about the right length, and then it's embedded into the blog post. When you click on the button to play it here, it'll play right there within the browser, so you don't have to open up a new link or a new tab or anything like that. The way that you do that is anything that's so the instructions in the module are based on the assumption that you're using Zoom to do this, which is fine. You can use Zoom or you can use something else if you're more familiar with another kind of screencast recording. For example, right now I'm using a program called Screencast-O-Matic to record this video. So Zoom is the easiest thing because everybody's got Zoom and everybody knows how to use Zoom, but you can use something else if you know how to use it. But basically, no matter what you're using, in most cases, it'll give you the option to generate what's called embed code for a video. And so the way that you do that is you just find wherever it says generate embed code, copy that code, and then when you go to the insert stuff button in the blog post, let me blog, and I go to create a new entry. And then right here with the insert stuff tool that y'all use in the week 1 introductions, instead of posting a video, what you're going to do is you're going to say enter embed code, and then just copy that embed code that you get from Screencast-O-Matic or Zoom or whatever it is into that box there, and it'll pop up into your blog post. If you are having trouble generating embed code from whatever native program that you're using to do your screencast recording, what you should do is upload the video to YouTube, because YouTube makes it really, really easy to get embed code. If you go to the share link in YouTube, you'll be able to see a link that says get embed code really easy there. So basic story behind that is if you're having trouble generating embed code, just upload the video to YouTube, your personal YouTube channel. You should already have one if you've got a Gmail account, and then get the embed code that way. So you're going to create your blog post with the 2 screencast recordings and with the links to the articles that are annotated in Hypothesis. So hopefully that clarifies a little bit of what I'm looking for as the end goal or the unit project for this unit. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me or reach out to an ASC or tutor.com tutor.